Good morning, everyone. I am Dr. K. Devipriya, Associate Professor, Department of CSC, Lakreddy Palreddy College of Engineering, affiliated to JNTU in association with the APSHA. Today, I would like to share the concept of data types and the scope of variables under the lecture video 4. What are the contents to be covered in this video is what is the data types, how many types of data types existed in Java, how we can declare a variables, what are the data types along with the typecasting, what is the scope of variables, identifiers, literal constants will be discussed in this session. What is the data types? So data types is actually that will specifies uh, what type of value will be stored in the variable. So whether the variable is a name location, uh, whether what type of in those location what type of values we are assigning. Are we storing a values related to the integer, or are we storing the values related to the characters, or are we storing a values related to the string, whatever it may be, that should be decided by the help of a class called data types. So data type is how we can use the data types. Actually here we can the data types are two groups, but here we can focus on the primitive data types. Primitive data types, and also there will be a one called secondary data types also will be existed, but here we can focus on the primitive data types only. What are the different categories will be there? I would like to declare a variable a. It is a name location. So whenever I have declared, how the memory will be allotted, it will be given some memory location a of which type, how many blocks will be assigned, that should be identified with the help of what is that data types. So before any variable, we need to declare the type of that variable. So here I am declaring an a variable type is a integer, which assigns 4 bytes of memory locations will be assigned to the 4 bytes will be assigned to the a variable. And now, what are the primitive data types? Actually, Java supports 8 type of 8. It will create 8 primitive data types. Java supports 8 primitive data types will be supported by the Java. So among those 8, 4 will be comes to a category called integer group. So among 8, 4 will be come to the integer group, which is a byte, short, int, long. And remaining 4, 2 will be comes to the float group. And 1 will be come to the group called boolean, either true or false. True or false will be there, and one more it will be comes as a character group. So here the Java primitive data types are a. So byte, short, int, which comes to one group, that is integer group, and there will be one more group, float and double, to store the real values, and boolean to store the what is that true or false boolean data type, to store a single character, which we have a character data types. All these are primitive. What about the secondary data type? Like if you are declaring any arrays, strings, or class names, all those are comes as a category of secondary data types. Yes. So what are the data types? So what are their size? What are the limitation? Which is the minimum number will be stored, and what is the maximum number? Oh, byte is there. Byte, the name indicates it will be the memory location. Whenever I have declared a variable like byte B, How many memory locations are created? One memory location is created. One memory location is created. That is 8 bits are occupied. 8 bits will be assigned. And what is the range? Minus 128 to plus 127. Short. How many memory locations? 2 bytes of memory. The number will be ranged from minus 3 to 7682 plus 3 to 767. That is the range. Integer. For integer, how many bytes? 4 bytes are assigned for the integer. 4 bytes will be assigned for the integer. And long will be 8 bytes. The long size will be 8 bytes. Coming to the float again, 4 bytes with a single precision, and double will be comes as a 8 bytes with a double precision, and boolean is 1 bit, true or false value, and character is a 2 bytes will be assigned. So these are the sizes of our data types. And now how we can declare the variables also. What is the how we can declare a variable? So whenever we have declaring the variables, we need to specify the data type along with the variable name. Like this, how we can take it? Integer a comma b. Data types. Yes. So how we can declare data types in Java. So how we can declare data type, a variable name, how many variables you want, you can specify that much of variables, and if you want you can also assign the values. For example, I am declaring int a comma b. What it indicates? Declare two integer variables, and there will be one more, declare single character variable. And what are the other types? Boolean b equal to, I am assigning values also, true. What it indicates? Declared a boolean b variable with a value called true value. Defaultly the value of boolean variable is false. I have assigned to the true. And byte, 1 byte of value, byte b1. What are the other? Short. What are the other? Float. Double. So these are different data types with a declaration. The syntax is data type, variable name, and if you want you can assign value, or you can take the values of those variables based from the dynamic also. And now we can write a very simple example. Declare a data types class, data types. For 8 me just to and check the sizes. Check the sizes of our variable. So here first I want to store byte b equal to, you can directly assign the, what is the size of byte? Minus 128 to plus 127. 1 byte, that is 2 power 8. So that 2 power 8 means minus 1. So it will be byte will be ranges minus 128 to plus 127. I would like to assign 64. Is it acceptable or not? Is compiled. What is our program name? Java data types. Java. Yes, 64 is printed. We have declared a variable byte with 64 values. Suppose if I am giving 128. What it is generating? It is generating an error, incompatible types, possible lossy conversion from integer to byte. That is 128 can't be stored in the, because it is occupies more memory locations. 8-bit memory location is not sufficient to store 128, because the byte which stores minus 128 to plus 127. If I am trying to store the 128, there will be an error called, what is that? Possibly lossy conversion. That is, we can't hold these. To store the 128, you need to go to the other data type called, what is the data type? Integer will be there. So based on value, based on the size, which one is better, you need to declare. For this, generally everyone will declare with an integer, but for a good memory optimization, based on the number size, you can prefer either byte or short or integer. And now, so I will declare. Now is it compiled? Yes, because the size of 128, that meaning is short, which stores the 4 memory locations. I hope. So already we have seen in the short memory location 2 bytes. 2 bytes will be there for this short. So for that reason, it can be easily stored in the short. So similarly, we have other one called byte we have declared, and integer a equal to b into 3. What it meaning? I am taking a integer variable a, and what is the short? B equal to there and 128. So automatically 128 into 3 will be there. The automatic commotion, the expression is a combination of integer variable, integer value, and short, and which can be stored in a larger data type called, what is that? A of type called integer. That will be automatic conversion also will be there. In the expression itself, automatic conversion will be done. All these are comes to which category? So these are comes to a category called member group. Now you want to declare any variables related to the float f equal to, you need to specify it is a single precision that should be done with the f, so, which indicates float 3.14 store in a single precision, which should be indicated using, what is that? uh, f indication, otherwise it will be considered as a double precision. Yes, float f equal to 3.14. And you suppose if you are not giving these, how it will be treated? It is not a single precision, again which generates an error. Double precision will be there. So how it will be double precision? 3.14 will be considered as a double precision. So please be careful about the type. So, and now I am taking one more. Double D equal to 99.